Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Aylin, and today we are going to be doing my July TBR. I had high hopes with my June TBR. Didn't end up happening, but a lot has happened since that makes me believe maybe I could have a solid reading month in July. I also just want to and have like more dedication and drive to make that happen. Also, I'm warm, so I'm taking this off, so sorry. But yeah, I just have like more motivation to be reading now and a lot more free time. So these are some of the books that I want to be reading that I'm currently reading. Some of them are carryovers from previous months. It's just the reality, you know, it is what it is. But I also have some new ones on here that you guys probably haven't seen before, so I'm excited. Let's just dive in. I guess we'll just get some of the repeats out of the way because those are likely to be the most boring if you've seen some of my other content or all of my other content. First up, we have Daisy Hates by Jessa Hastings. I'm currently 210 pages into this one. I am really enjoying it. I just haven't been picking it up. I haven't been physically reading in a really long time, so I need to get back into that habit. This one, if you haven't heard of it, is the second book in the Magnolia Parks universe. This one is following Daisy, who is a side character in the first book. This is the second book, and it's like three-person point of view with Julian, who is her brother, as well as Christian, who is the person that she's kind of got a friends with benefits relationship with. We meet both of those people in Magnolia Parks as well. Like I said, I'm 210 pages in. This is cycling a toxic relationship as well, but this time add the mafia. Really enjoying this one, so I need to pick it back up and just finally finish it. The quotes in here, again, I absolutely go feral for. My current favorite quote that is living rent-free in my mind is, I feel like there's an entire subtext beneath us that neither of us have been briefed on. So, in case you're wondering. Then the other book that I'm currently in the middle of, it's something about the second book in a series, is Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher. Again, really enjoying this one. I am 186 pages into this, and I just haven't been physically reading, so I need to pick it back up again. This one is the second book in the Dreamland Billionaire series. We are following Declan and Iris. Iris is Declan's assistant, and in order to fulfill his portion of the will, Declan needs to marry and have a child with someone within like 3 years or something in order to be CEO of Dreamland. And Iris has been searching for a wife for Declan for such a long time, but when all of the brides-to-be bail out, Iris volunteers herself, thinking how much worse could it really be than just being his assistant? Turns out very. It's interesting, but I love their relationship. I love the dynamic, and if there's one thing Lauren Asher does incredibly, it's banter. Let's see if I have a favorite quote from this one at the moment. This one is incredible. I realize I don't want to be your friend either, because getting close to you means questioning your motives about everything, and frankly, that's way too much effort for someone who doesn't seem to like me in the first place. I'm just saying. I love it. I don't think I've talked about this one yet, but I'm also currently in the middle of Lost in the Moment and Found by Shauna McGuire. I'm about halfway through this one, so again, just need to finish it. I'm really enjoying it. It's the 8th book in the Wayward Children series. I absolutely love this series. It's so good. This one, we are following Ancy, or Antoinette, as she gets lost in her world, and I haven't gotten enough of the world to be able to tell you what hers really is, but it seems a bit nonsensical as well as logical at the same time, and it's very, very unique. I'm really enjoying it. Moving on to books that I haven't started yet. We don't have a ton of them because I'm trying to manage my expectations. The first one I'm going to be reading on audiobook, and that is Hookshot by Kennedy Ryan. This is the third book in the Hoops series. This one we are following Lotus Dupree and Keenan. Keenan is obviously the basketball player. Lotus we met in the first book. Lotus is the cousin of the female main character in book 1. And it's hinted at that she has a very dark past, and I'm very intrigued to see what that's going to be. Kennedy Ryan does not stray away from hard stuff, so definitely look up content warnings if you're going to pick up any of the books in this series, because wow, it's a lot. But yeah, I'm excited to dive back into that world and read more of those books and just anything by Kennedy Ryan, honestly. Then I have another Lauren Asher, because I love Lauren Asher and I've been eyeing this series for such a long time. I don't know much about it, but it is Throttled. This is the first book in her Dirty Air series. It's like her Formula One race car driver series, which I'm very excited about. Like I said, I don't really know anything. I've just heard really good things about it, and I like Lauren Asher as an author, so I have very high hopes for this one. I guess we're following Noah and Maya. I want more of the prince who disguises himself as the villain, but while I crave a happy ending, he wants to destroy his. Incredible. And then I have a vlog that I'm going to attempt to film, but I'm not going to make any promises for. So I'm not going to talk exactly about what the theme of that would be, but one of the books that I do want to read in that vlog is Paper Princess by Erin Watt. This I've seen a lot about, but I've never read, but it says, from strip clubs and truck stops to southern coast mansions and prep schools, one girl tries to stay true to herself. These royals will ruin you. Sounds like a fun time. We'll see how it goes. I have honestly like no expectations other than for this to be smutty. Second to last book, because I am gonna add one more on, we have 1,000 Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole. I'm in the mood for something sad. I want something to break my heart, and Rylan told me forever ago that this would do that. So Rylan, I'm holding you personally responsible if I don't shed a tear, but I have high hopes that I will, because I'm fairly certain she cried both times while reading this. I don't know much about this other than it's like friends to lovers, and the guy I think moves away for a really long time, and when he comes back things are like different between them and something's happened but he doesn't know what it is type of deal. And then lastly, to fulfill reading a poetry book every single month for this year, even though I missed one, I have Chameleon Aura by Billy Chapata. This has been like weighing on my mind as a book to read for such a long time. I love Billy Chapata's poetry. It's my favorite. Velvet Dragonflies is my favorite poetry collection and quite possibly my favorite book that I've read this year, so I need to read this one as soon as humanly possible, and I feel like this would be a good one to read throughout the course of July. That is it for my July TBR. I know there aren't a ton of books on here, but I am really trying to keep it manageable. Plus I have some books for like secret TBRs that I am going to try to film throughout the month, and I want to keep them a surprise. So anyway, let me know down in the comments below if you have read any of those, if you liked any of them, or what your reading plans for July are, because I love chatting with you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're doing well reading mentally and otherwise, and I really hope to see you all in my next video very, very soon. Bye guys.